We're here live at the Nigeria Business Summit being hosted by the Stanbic IBTC Bank. Here, speakers are talking about what it means and what it would really take to build and to scale businesses in Nigeria. They're talking about how growth can be possible beyond these challenges that make building and scaling businesses in Nigeria very difficult and almost impossible. So if you're a business owner in the SME space, this is where you want to be. You want to stick around because we have a lot to offer as the event unfolds. Don't go away.
From your perspective as an operator, what do you see as the most systemic constraints limiting SME growth today? It could be around cost pressures, access to markets, skills, or the business environment. If you could just share with the audience.
There are two major ways. I have two major and minor ways. Okay, in the business SME, what constraint that we in SME is number one is access to finance, and two, power and energy. I will speak based on my profession. I'm industrial garment. I know how important power is in industrial garment, and also access to finance. Another one I want to say is government policy. Previous years now, government policy, you pay federal and tax, you pay state, you should pay multiple taxation of the local government. Some are federals, general. The government need to help us in that area because when you pay federal, they need to analyze the yearly assessment of any company or small scale industry so that it will help them, or small, medium enterprise, help them so that they know what to do and what not to do. As I say, Anambra, SMEs, you have free education for yourself or your family. You have free medical care for yourself or your family. Your children can be born for free, no fees, no taxes, no levies. Your taxes are significantly harmonized and in some cases completely eliminated. At the information on taxes that you don't have to pay are very clearly stipulated and publicized.
What are you doing, sir? To understand people's mind, there is this prejudice against people from that part of the world. Okay? Prejudice that is impregnating the participation. People are missing out. That's all they're losing by not coming down their privilege. There is money, there are lots. People are friendly. They get the money they want. Please, I do invest this money. And I don't got to invest this woman to advertise away people from other parts of Nigeria.
The governor, Professor Chuma has himself gone on a nationwide tour, international tour. Even as I speak with you today, I know he's in London to engage with the European and UK Anambra diaspora to share information on the changes, transformation, and opportunities that exist in Anambra.
So, Mr. Charles, how can we promote electric more so that small business can partake? They don't have to pay, or they have to do it just to charge and go.
We understand that electric vehicles will drive down the prices, but we need to also create the infrastructure. And so it's like a train. Before the train leaves the train station, you have to set the tracks. And so when it's time to leave, the train just leaves. So we're in the process of setting the tracks. And so when the train leaves the train station, it will be a phenomenal thing for our small businesses. So I'm very much aligned with you. However it is that we can promote this, and we're here with you, let's do it together. Because that's the only way that we can create jobs and come out of this unemployment that has hindered the capacity of many to do jobs and any decent living in Nigeria.
My name is Dr. Temitope Popola. I'm the Executive Director for Stanbic IBTC Insurance Brokers. SME are the backbone of any country, and it is important for SME to have a structured finance model for them to operate effectively. And this has to do with how they assess funding, what it requires, what they need to do, and also how to protect their assets from any unintended outcome. What I will tell viewers is that the most important thing is to protect your asset as an SME and to have a structured risk management profile done on your assets.
Across the communities and programs that you oversee, what would you say is the most persistent barrier that prevents women-led enterprises from scaling?
Women are very entrepreneurial and very resilient, but most often at times we find that they face challenges regarding access to finance, cultural norms and barriers, weak mobility, limited access to markets, and what have you.
A lot of people talk about financing, right? Being available or not being accessible. Now, from your perspective as one of the enterprise here in Stanbic IBTC, are there solutions that are actually tailored that take into account some of these challenges that women entrepreneurs face, right? That can then help us to make financing more accessible for women.
There's so much drive towards financial inclusion from the female perspective and trying to get women equipped, trying to support women businesses. So even intervention funds are tabled towards women. There are capacity building initiatives for women, both locally, regionally, nationally, and even internationally, where you have the IFC looking to support and empower women.
I would say first and foremost that it's a journey. Okay, there's still a long way to go, but at least we have started that journey. If you listen to the comments from the various participants, you can see that there's been positive impact. They've taken away a lot, which we believe will help them, because all these discussions, everything we've done for the past 2 days, covered from formalizing a business that you just started at Credo, all the way to scaling it. So we believe we've made some positive impacts, but like I said, it's a journey, and we are on that journey, and we'll continue to partner SMEs in Nigeria until we get to final destination. There's nothing that has not been discussed over the past 2 days that is not relevant to how businesses can actually sustainably grow their businesses. Like I said, it covered everything from formalization, how to position yourself, your product, route to market, okay, assessing credit, and all the rest of them. Everything that we've discussed over the past 2 days have very practical, application to moving these businesses, SMEs, forward in Nigeria.
How can entrepreneurs better use data to guide their expansion decisions?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. I would say that for us at Firewood Jollof, expansion did not come out of ambition. Expansion didn't come because we're feeling good. It came from observation. We're observing the customers. Your customers will tell you how to grow.
The feedback from the customer is constant. This is valuable insights. And sometimes you might have a very difficult customer and they say, we don't want this person to have launch. That is a missed opportunity. It's a very, very valuable insight.
Firstly, the audience was very engaged, and you would know by the kind of questions they asked. They were interested in legacy. How can I move from one generation of founders to the next? They were interested in where are the business opportunities. They were interested in what are the solutions to the barriers that we're facing today. And it was great that we had real customers in the room, real customers in the panel sessions. So they were telling it from an experiential view. It wasn't theory. It wasn't just, okay, this is what we see as bankers working with clients. This was us, the bank, with the customer in the room, and you can engage. It was very practical. And we're talking of real things. What are we facing today? Fuel price has gone up. It's not the fault of the sellers or the buyers. The external factors driving it. There's a war going on. All manner of geopolitical issues. How do you deal with it as a business, as a small growing business in Nigeria? Then you want to access financing. They're asking you for collateral. What do I have that is enough to give a bank? So practical, real, everyday matters like this was what we discussed. And I would really appeal to the audience, to anyone running an SME today. You are running a business. You want to scale your business. You want to take it to the next level. You want to make it transgenerational. I mean, you want to go global. Partner with Stanbic IBTC.
When I saw this event online, I just felt in my spirit that I should be here. And so far, it's something that I did not regret coming at all. And as a matter of fact, I came with a lot of questions, which at the end of the day, I got my answers. Like even during the Q&A section, I didn't even bother asking any questions because all my questions were literally answered. And I also want to use this medium to say big thank you to Stanbic IBTC Bank for putting up such an event like this. I mean, this is an event that you go out there, pay a huge amount of money to be a participant in, but they did it for free. I pray that it's something that they continue. I mean, so they can be able to help smaller businesses, and God bless them.
As the Nigeria Business Summit comes to an end, one big takeaway is that growth cannot come from one single solution. Businesses, financial institutions, and even the government have to come together. They have to work together, and then even have to follow through with the policies and decisions that emerge out of this event. I've been covering the Nigeria Business Summit for BizWatch News. My name is Kehinde Victor, and I'll see you some other time.